want to talk some more about the power of Rarity Collection. We've had some more time for the tumbleweeds to roll on through here for Rarity Collection, so make sure you guys smash the 11 crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So I want to talk more about I'm obsessed with Rarity Collection. I'm just going to be completely upfront and honest with you, because I think the way that this set has performed on the market has blown my expectations. Now, you remember last week we made the video, Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection is now worthless. And of course, I got the stop complaining, or I wasn't complaining. I could care two craps less, actually, if my cards lose value, because I think this is one of the points I wanted to touch on here with Rarity Collection. So, Rarity Collection smashes on into the market, lowers your collection by, I don't know, let's say 20%. Now, we already talked about everybody had equal opportunity to sell things. I did read a comment that hit me with a clown emoji, by the way. They were like, imagine being able to sell your collection. I did sell a couple high rarity things. I sold most of the high rarity things I wanted to get rid of. It's called TCG Player / eBay. You know, put things up, usually cheap enough. Some people might be able to. Did people forget? If you list cards, they go up for sale. They're you don't list it at the absolute highest. You do a little thing called undercutting the market. Having that $2 to $3 difference between the lowest and yourself distinguishes yourself from this. I don't know. People, ancient family secret. Nobody needs to know that. But it amazes me that something so simple confuses people. That's how you make the optimal most amount of money. So, Rarity Collection boxes are going to come crashing down, people said. I do want to mention one other little thing here. We do have Black Friday on the horizon here. And TCG Player is doing 4 days of blow out your knees, tear it open, spend all of your money. The craziest 4 days of kickback. Give us your money. Give the economy your money. We're going to make sure that these card people are going to be rich after this sale. And it's going to be disgusting out here. So many people are going to be fire selling stuff. And this is where we go back to the Rarity Collection fascination here. If boxes are still sitting at $87 and you have the train wreck of 4 days of coming through here, you think everything that you know about Rarity Collection it's going to get turned upside down. That's why this set is such a fascination, because at the point in the time that it got released, everybody was like, oh, I need this. And you had a lot of people sat in the corner and they said, hey, we're going to be patient here because we know it's coming. It's Black Friday. So basically, a little bit of the hype has calmed down. I would say we're in the deep end of the swell for this set. But, oh man, you thought seeing Summon Limit hit $19? You thought seeing Ash, every staple, Ghost Bell getting bought out. I can't believe this. How are people doing this? Oh, it's coming. Part 3. So, it's just such an interesting thing to kind of keep up. And another interesting thing, too, for those of you that pay attention to the OCG metagame, and then for those of you that tell me that the OCG metagame doesn't actually matter, really strange how Pre-Prep and Nadir Servant, 2 cards that were nothing, had some massive play in the OCG. Thank you, Silent Forces. By the way, keep an eye on all of your Silent Forces related cards, a.k.a. Diviner the Herald, a.k.a. Nadir Servant, a.k.a. Pre-Preparation Rights. Even Herald of Perfection. Don't worry about Herald. We're not gonna worry about Herald. No. No Herald. We're not doing that garbage. We don't have Ava. All right, that's bad. But this set, anything in this set that could have a competitive or some sort of edge on the metagame. Summon Limit was another good example of that. Also, the Quarter Centuries. I know how many people called me out and they're like, no, Robbie, Quarter Century is the worst. But here's the thing. Market data tells me that it's got the most sales in most categories. And it tends to be the rarity that people wanted most out of the set. So, you're wrong? I guess. It's, 99% of data is made up on the spot unless you got some, stuff backing it up. And then people will still, throw a hissy fit and tell you you're wrong. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's just rarity collection, You can get everything in low rarity. So, one other little fascinating thing I want to talk about this. I've seen a lot of people. This blows my mind. I have seen a large amount of people complaining about rarity collection. And keep in mind, we're like week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out of this set being done. It's already released. It's done its thing. Now people are complaining that they can't afford the rarity that they wanted. Now hear me out for a second here. I remember somewhere along the way that one of the selling points was these higher rarities were considered luxury items, right? So the whole point of luxury items are they're going to cost you money to have. Now, on the base floor here, you can get all the staples that you want, all the summon limits, all the Pot of Prosperities. Probably going to cost you like what, $20-25. You can get every three of pretty much everything. You got some friends that hooked you up because they opened up a case of the set. You're good, all right? But it's amazing to me out here that people are like, I hate the buyouts on this set. This is ridiculous. How dare the community do this? I wanted quarter centuries too. And it's just like, they're a luxury item. I don't understand this. The higher rarity cards are all available in all the same different low rarities. Why are we getting worked up? I mean, I guess this goes back to the same tie-in where we had people complaining about, I opened up a box and I didn't pull a quarter century ash. And it's like, no crap, you didn't pull a quarter century ash. It's like the most expensive card in the set. It's the most sought out. What do you expect? And it just, my expectations are blown because the sense of need and entitlement, still with this set, still weeks after the fact that the set is out, people are complaining about the buyouts on the luxury rares when you can get everything that you wanted. You don't have to have the shiny cards if you can't afford them. All right. I also read another quote the other day talking about it's crazy that you'll see people with max rarity decks out here, but they can't afford a car. And that blows my mind out here. That you want to talk about true facts for 100. All right. The sheer amount of people in this Yu-Gi-Oh community that you know who you are. All right. You know the things that we've seen throughout the years. You've got your max rarity $1,000 deck. You're one of those people that spent the $400, $500, $600. Yeah, screw it, $600 on ashes, and you're still asking your friend out here for a ride because you don't have a car. Now, that's wild to me. And I always love the fact that I hear all sorts of stories. She's like, you roll into locals, and oh boy, in comes the guy that goes 2-2 every week, and all of a sudden his deck is max rarity, and he's complaining about rent money, and you're just like, oh! These are the realities of trading card games, everybody. People put their need to feel superior. That's right. That's what Bling does to Yu-Gi-Oh players. It makes them feel superior. All right. When you sit down and your deck is max rarity, and you just have that sense of smugness about you, all right, you automatically feel like you're better than your opponent. And your opponent sits down with a low rarity deck and 2-0s you into the ground, and then you question why you spent all this money on this game. And then we rinse, wash, and repeat the formula each and every week. You're like, oh, I love this game. I finished my blinged out deck. And then you get 2-0 by the guy that played all low rarity. And then you're like, I hate this game. I can't believe I spent all this money. 'Tis the cycle of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, a little sub-story there. But, I mean, honestly, this all ties into rarity collection. The entitlement, the upsetty spaghetti, the quarter century buyouts are ridiculous. I can't wait for Black Friday. It's going to be crazy. to see what's going to happen. And there's going to be more upset people, and it's going to be hilarious. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right?
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.